Oh, hi. It's Lindsay again, your friend with Vestibular Neuritis. Putting a little video up again at my 1.5 year mark to let you know that I am still doing well. So just a recap, if you've never seen my previous videos, for one, you should if you think you have vestibular neuritis. Go back, look at my other videos. I talk all about things in detail, how I felt, what I did to get better, all of that stuff. Feel free to leave comments as well if you have questions. But just a quick recap, I got vestibular neuritis back in December of 2017. Didn't figure out what I had until February of 2018. Started doing physical therapy every single day, had a lot of testing done to confirm it, and stayed as active as I possibly could. And then I also, a couple of months in, got on some anti-anxiety medication, started taking lexapro, and then a bunch of multivitamins because the anxiety actually was in some ways way worse than the vestibular neuritis symptoms. So I started noticing about 6 months in, it was about a year ago now, that I was feeling mostly normal. And I went back to work with my active travel company where I was taking people on hiking and biking vacations. And I had minor little symptoms every day, but life was manageable and I could still do stuff. I was driving all over the place. I had driven to Alaska. I was like back to living my normal life and just had like little daily things that I thought, okay, well, this is probably as good as it gets and I'll have these for the rest of my life. Daily things like, maybe car sick feeling when I was driving or when I was a passenger, or like riding a bike, my vision felt bouncy, or even on a run, I would kind of feel my vision bouncy, some ringing in my ears, just little things. Weird patterns on walls would sometimes make me feel wobbly or woozy, but it was so manageable that I was just like, well, okay, all right, this is just my lot in life. But things just progressively got better and better and better and better, and in October, I had a slight setback, October of 2018, where I started noticing my symptoms a little bit more often again, which I remember feeling really frustrated. But I then took it upon myself to do a lot more self-care, took more naps, got better sleep, took more vitamins again, started exercising more, and then started noticing that I was feeling better. And now, that was probably around the 10-month mark where I had the relapse, October. Now it is May, almost June of 2019, and I never thought I would be able to say I feel normal all the time. But I do. I just feel normal. It's been amazing. It's really good. I can't even say if you're like, you never feel bad anymore. It's like, I don't know, maybe, I guess, like I'll have 5 minutes in a day where I feel like a little like, woo, that motion made me feel a little woozy. But like, didn't we have that before we had vestibular neuritis? I don't think you always felt stable all the time. I don't know, because I wasn't paying attention then, because you take your balance for granted, you take feeling good for granted. So, all to say, for those of you who have a hard time believing that people do get better and stay better, I was one of them. I always thought that everyone who came online and said they were better and didn't have follow-up videos was actually because they got worse again and then their lives were ruined and they couldn't bear to tell us about it. Well, I'm here to say that you can get better. I've gotten better. It's been a year and a half. I feel completely normal. I feel like myself. The only things that I'm still doing that I was doing when I was in the throes of being really sick is I still take a daily dose of lexapro, just 10 milligrams, and that's actually kept me really stable and calm, and actually I think maybe a little better for it. And I'm exercising on a regular basis, and I still work for an active travel company that keeps me outside. So I'm doing things that I love, traveling a lot and staying active and trying to not be unhealthy in my eating, which is hard. So I don't know if those things are contributing. I'm sure they are. They usually are. But yeah, just a little word of encouragement for you all. You can get better. Keep as active as you possibly can. Rest when you need to rest. Check out my other videos if you're new to my story or my journey and want to know a little bit more detail about how I felt and how I got better. But yeah, vestibular neuritis sucks. It was the worst. But life on the other side is really, really, really good. And I try to remind myself of that when I'm having like kind of a bad day or something. It's like, hey, anything's better than being in the midst of vestibular neuritis, right? Am I right? So keep up the hope. Keep working hard. keep resting, keep finding people that love you to hug you, all of those good things. But I wish you well, and I'll put another update up soon. Yeah, I promise you, it does get better. And I, for real, am active and doing cool things. I just hiked 800 miles on a backpacking trail last month. I had no idea. I remember when I was really sick, that was my biggest thing. I was like, I'm never going to be able to backpack again. I love backpacking. I was like, I'll never be able to be on a ridge and not get vertigo and fall off to my death. Well, I just hiked a trail that was 800 miles long by myself. No one was with me. And I did it. And I was fine. I wasn't sick. And I wasn't dizzy. And I wasn't scared. So, anyway, all to say, go conquer your mountains. Right? Did I say that right? Conquer your mountains. Yeah. Alright. Be well.